Whoa! Jesus. Hey, friends and neighbors. Thank you for stopping by. Welcome to Swanee Valley Knives. Tonight, I'm busy in the workshop. Just got that knife that I heat treated and tempered a few videos back. I finally got it glued up, got the handles on it. So that one's going to be ready here in a day or two for me to profile the handle. But tonight, I'm really working on my wife's dagger that I'm making her. Wasn't really I don't know if you've seen it in the past couple of videos. I was beveling, doing the bevels on it and everything. And so now tonight I am putting the handles on. I'm cutting the handles out, cut the pins out, and drill through them. So tonight we're going to work on the drill press and sizing up the handles. So I'm going to go over there take you over to the work desk and show you what I've been working on so far. So far I got the one handle cut out. This is the epoxy. She chose like a little pink marble type of color to go on it. So I think that's going to look beautiful. Now, of course, when I heat treat this thing in, it's going to have a forged finish to it. So it's going to be a little bit darker. But I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and take it, polish this out. I got about to 1,000 grit, so I can bring it out to give you kind of an idea what it's going to look like afterwards. It's going to kind of look like the finish on this little river knife right there. But right now I'm cutting. I already got this handle cut out. We're going to do stainless steel pins, but what I have this, of course I used it to rub the glue on that knife back there, so it's ooey gooey on the end right there. Is this stainless steel tent stake. Got extra of these lying around the shed, but these make good pins, and she wants to do a stainless steel look to it, so I'm going to cut these and go ahead and get the handles cut and drilled tonight. So let's get busy. And listen, I give up trying to find a microphone on this phone. So loud noise. Adjust your sets now. So this is my benchtop bandsaw, the 9-inch. Thing is about this epoxy, it's really messy. So always make sure you wear a real good dust mask and eye protection. It is really messy stuff. As you can see, it gets it everywhere. It's everywhere. And I don't really have ventilation in here, so the dust just kind of flies everywhere and sits. So yeah, that's why once a week, at the end of the week, like on Wednesday, I go in here and I do a good cleanup. So, and it's everywhere. So let's get this thing cut. Loud noise. So now I need to. Other thing I found about this epoxy too is it don't respond to heat well. So I try to have everything measured up and cut the way I want it right before I go to do the grinding. Because what happens if I have a pin that's sticking out further than what the epoxy does, or wider, there's more time I have to grind. And the more time I have to grind, I'm building up friction and I'm building up heat through the pins, through the metal, which starts to deform the epoxy, and the glue don't hold up as well. So heat is my enemy when working with this. So what I try to do is I try to have everything as square as possible, have everything as lined up as possible, and the pins cut the right length as best I can. There might be some that's still sticking out a little bit, but a little bit ain't gonna hurt if I try to smooth it down. And so in the end, I'm trying to keep this as cool as possible so it'll hold its shape. So right now what I'm doing here is I need to get these ready to be drilled. And I know they don't look like the right shape right now, but we're going to take care of all that when we go to grind and clean it up. We'll get the shape. I want it to be a little bit wider than a knife anyway. So this is what I call the ugly duckling stage. So let me show you what I do to get this thing lined up, for me anyway. What is biting my leg? Get out of here! Get out! These damn mosquitoes. God, it turns warm for one night and y'all come on out in swarms. Some men say that duct tape is their best friend. Mine, it's electrical tape, zip ties. I mean, I got a whole drawer almost full of nothing but zip ties. So let's go over to the work desk. So let me get on in here. What I do here, it's not really a method that everybody else would probably do, but this is what works for me, so I'm gonna do that. I get these ends butted up just like this, because the name of the game is to get these holes lined up. When I first started doing this, I used to do this, drill the holes through the knife first, the metal first, then come back, mark the holes on the scales, and then drill the hole, and come back to the same thing on the next scale, only to come up in the end and have all my pins and stuff misaligned, and fighting it to get it together. And so I found this method here to be a little bit easier on myself. Go ahead and let's get them lined up, get them taped. Sorry if I seem a little bit... I'm tired. But 4 a.m. was a long time ago. It's getting dark outside. And I usually try to get my loud machines, like my grinders and my saws, all that over with before it gets dark. As you can see, it's starting to really get dark outside the shop. The drill press isn't really loud, so I kind of go ahead and do that. But I try to get all my grinding and everything done before the sun goes down. Out of kind of respect to my neighbors, they don't want to hear this kind of stuff going on. They're trying to wind down their day and relax. So the last thing they want to hear is their ear-piercing screeching of a grinder going, however they sound. I spare no expense for sound effects. So after we get these a good round of electrical tape, then I lay my knife on it where I want it. And then I come along best I can with one hand and just tape on it too. Just tape it on it. Just like that. Okay? And yeah, I'm going to drill through this electrical tape, but it's not going to hurt nothing. It'll go right through it. Get that end taped up. Get this end taped up. and you get it lined up as best you can. There's going to be some shifting and things like that. It's not perfect. We wait till the end to make sure we get it perfect. Whoa. By the who's in the way. This is that knife that I heat treated the other day on that other video. It's glued up. It's ready to be finished. Actually, I just glued it up today, so by tomorrow night, or tomorrow evening, I'll let that stuff secure for a good 24 hours. Actually, the kind of glue I use says it sets in 5 minutes, but I don't trust it. I go ahead, since I'm dealing with a little bit of heat here and there, and I'm working with it on grinders and stuff, I let it set for a good 24 hours before I do anything with it to do these handles. So that's going to be in another video too. This knife will be finished up. So now I'm busy. I got that one glued up, ready to be finished up. I'm doing the handle work on this one now. I got another knife that I need to work on, and I'm going to do some tang filing on that. Don't miss that video. I'll have a video on that too coming up. Plus, I got to film a show and tell tonight too, all before I can shut down for the evening. So the drill bits I'm going to use are these right here. I just found these at my local Tractor Supply up the road. One's closest to the house. Didn't have to travel far to get them. And they're meant to go through metal and all that stuff too. Let's see, hardened steels. Yep, got it. And PVC, wood, stainless. It's these little Mibros. And these have been the best little drill bits. And they're inexpensive. Because you know I'm a cheapskate when I come to them all my stuff. Someday I'm going to mark these drill bits, the ones I need for different size pins I have. But I'm not that smart. So I like it hard on, I like to make things harder on myself. Let's go ahead and get this in here. This drill press was my daddy's drill press when he passed away, and I got it. And it was in good working shape when I got it. But it's one of them Harbor Freight specials. But it needed some TLC. And it still works hard. Just had to grease it up and clean it up real good. Just gotta adjust this a little bit. Oh, too much. Drop it down a little bit. This part takes a while. It takes longer to set up the tool than it does to actually do the work. So I won't be on that table too much, or I might lose that knife to the floor. Looked like it was doing some shifting. All right, so let's see what we got here. I know y'all gonna question, do you need to tape that up? It's not really sharp. I just brought it to where it almost apexes, but it's not enough to where it's gonna hurt for me to hold it like this. So I'm gonna hold it in a good little firm grip on it. Let's turn this thing on. Let's get to drilling. We're gonna take our time. Right, let's make sure we get it centered. Let's take our time. My arm in the way? Yes, it is. I'm gonna try this shot. Hopefully my arm ain't gonna be in the daggone way too much. So let's try this position. Get y'all in those angles. I get you. Oh, hello. That was just about. All right, let's do this. Well, can you see? Good. We're gonna take our time. We're not gonna try to overdo it. Just take our time. I got it set to the lowest speed on here, which is what you want when you're going through metal. You don't want to build up a lot of heat, a lot of friction. You're just gonna take your time. It just went through. Take your time. Small in. Work it around a couple of times. Clean the hole out. There that is. See it? Let's get the other side. And this one you really want to be careful with. Let's get him about right in there. Let's see that's where I like it. I'm gonna line it up before I hit it. You need to focus on what you're doing. Just take your time. Come on in there. Dig it, boys. Dig it. Oh, yeah. Go on in there. Look at that smoke rising. We built up some heat on that one. Oh, it is really raining outside the shop. Really raining. I think I got to get it one more size up. Is it the 1/4 inch? Couldn't have been the damn 1/4 inch bit. Let's see. It might have been the 1/4 inch bit. Oh well, I'll go back and re-drill that later. Let's move on from moving on sake. Or this video is going to get real long-winded here. I already know this is the pen I'm going to use, so leave that bit out. I'm going to go back and cut this hole out a little bit bigger. That knife's going to be another video right here in itself. Kind of got a little sneak peek into that one, didn't you? Leave that on there. I'm just going to measure this out now. I want to measure my pen and get the right length I need. Since that's got glue all over it, let's just do it here and then here-ish, and that should get me right at that length there. Cut that into that line there, and do this side too. Should be right where I need to cut all those my 2 pins off right there. Updates on this Harbor Freight vise here at Essential Machinery. The bottom was complete junk, so I made my own. The vise is really good. It's just the daggum bottom that's supposed to suction to the table and everything. Well, it didn't suck. So it sucks, but it didn't suck. I've already been through that one time. Of course, I covered in my drill holes that I made because I screwed it under the table. It didn't even work, really. So I plugged those holes up with some dowel rods and stuff. But the vise, actually, it works in really good shape. And I'm fixing to use that to try to cut these pins real quick. Loud noise again. Just going to put it in the vise and see what we can do. This might take a while. Yep. Weird weather we're having lately. Wait, no. Exactly the weather we should be having about now. Rain, wet, cold. Wait. Scratch that. That's tired and delirium. Wait, still. Don't listen to that either. I'm good. Fantastic. But I am about ready to close down the shop here and go in there and get me a hot shower and relax for the rest of the night. My feet up. Gotta use a rag. That shit's getting hot. There's that one pin stuck to the rag. One pin. Kind of worried about this one. Notice the actual stake piece, the rod itself is kind of bent. Hopefully this one stays. Hopefully this one won't put nothing in a bind. Nothing when I get ready to put it all together. Ooh, I got a little hot there towards the end. So, okay, I think I'm going to end this video right here before it gets any more long-winded. I appreciate y'all coming to visit me in the workshop. Of course, you know, I appreciate you clicking on. But, as per the case, I'm going to go back and put the right size hole now for the pin I got built now. I got the pins cut, and they should be right at the length I need. Yep. Y'all seeing that? Y'all getting that? Okay, they're right at the width I need. So that way when I get ready to do the handle work, the finishing touches, I'm less likely to build up any kind of heat while trying to grind these flush with the handles. So I'm going to end it right here. So if you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button. Click that bell for the new video notifications. Hit like because that lets YouTube know that you're enjoying this kind of content. And it keeps me in the realm of their algorithm happiness. Thank you so much, guys. I'm tired. And until next time, I shall see you when I see you.